3, 2, 1. Yeah, yo, it's your boy, Fried Chicken. This is spawn lock number 2. This is part 2. And this is the village spawn lock. So right away, I come over to this corner. You see me throw down the jammer. And the reason I come over here, a lot of people push up right to B. So people will spawn inside the cave or on the A side. They like to push right over to B, or at least a few of them. And I can catch them that way. I can catch them right off this corner. The MK14 is a monster at distance. So, you know, I can shoot them from where I am just as if they were right next to me and I had you know, UMP or something like that. The key is to have silencer on this weapon and to be able to really pinpoint and time your shots. You want to use as much cover as possible. Okay, you can say I'm camping, whatever, but this is a power position. This is one of the points on the map where if I can stay alive long enough, I can, 1, build my kill streaks, and I can, 2, prevent the enemy from flanking and controlling B. In turn, keep us in control and keep the other team at A. Now, I really like if we have the A-B combo, because I like spawn trapping them on C. It's really hard for them to come through that that little alleyway or wherever where the truck is, where you either have to come from where you're on the village side pretty much. And it's really nice to be right there on the other side of that blown up truck and to just constantly bash the enemy, but you really have to have someone on the other side of C. So I get the double kill, I protect C, and as you can see my setup, I'm running the Predator. I also have the strafe run, and then I have my AC-130. AC-130 is a complete beast, especially on a map like this. The strafe run, you can almost not get away from it ever. It will shoot through the tops of the aluminum houses. Now the Predator missile will not go through those houses, but the strafe run will definitely be able to make it through. So I lay it right in between A and B over towards C, and I continue to defend. And this is what you want to do when you spawn lock the other team. You want to keep them at one spawn. You don't want to venture too close to A. And you saw me. Ooh, dang, look at that triple kill, baby. The strafe run is a monster. Again, you see what I'm doing here. I'm not going too close to A. At some points, I go around there just to get them to spawn in a slightly different place. Because what'll happen is the enemy team will get really used to you being in that spot, especially if I've already accumulated, you know, maybe 5 to 6 kills. I probably killed the whole team at some point. They'll get really used to you at that spot, and if they keep spawning in the same place, they'll know exactly which route to take. But if you keep them spawning on that off spawn, then what they'll do is they'll maybe try a different route, or they'll maybe forget about you. So, you know, I like the AC-130 on these maps. I like running the AC-130 with this type of weapon, because this weapon is really designed, or this class setup is really designed for me to stay alive long. Now, just to go over the class setup, I'm running the MK14, which I would say is the best gun in the game. I really like the G36 because it's versatile for close quarter combat as well as long range. MK14 is just a monster though. You can hip fire it at short range, as well as the long range game is what it's kind of designed for. And it's so powerful that you only need a few shots to be able to put the enemy down. I'm running it with 2 attachments, silencer and red dot. Obviously the silencer just really keeps the enemies guessing. I got the Stinger as my my second, just because I want to do stuff like this. So their helicopter, their attack helicopter, just approached the map. It hadn't killed anyone yet. I don't even think the gunner on the attack helicopter started shooting, and I was able to shoot it out of the sky. So whoever that was going for their Reaper or their next kill streak, you know, I completely stop them from being able to do so. And in order to spawn lock another team successfully, especially when you don't know what kind of players they have on their team, you want to get the air support out quick. Also, the air support causes a lot of sound disruption, where it really hurts you if you're trying to go for a good game. Other than the Stinger, I'm running the Simtex and the Jammer. The Jammer is just kind of something to disorient the enemy. It's kind of like using a counter UAV, except for you don't need a kill streak to get to it. You can just toss it down and you spawn with it. And it's nice to put in certain areas of the map. So initially I put it over by B to confuse anybody coming towards B, make them hesitate. So when I flanked around, I can get an easy kill. And then you saw me put it over by A, the backside. So when they start creeping around, coming for me, hopefully they would be disoriented and I can get the first couple shots in. I'm running Scavenger. You get extra mags to start with the game. So that's kind of nice with the MK14 because in some instances you want to be able to spam the trigger on it. Also, Scavenger allows you to pick up these scav packs, which will replenish your ammo. For somebody trying to go on the 12 kill streak like I was and get my AC-130, I mean, that's important. And then that motion sensor or that portable radar, shoot those. Get those out of the way. Do not let an enemy portable radar stay right there. Not everybody is going to be running Assassin on your team. So you need to get rid of those. You don't get any points for destroying equipment, but it obviously helps your team. So you definitely want to be able to get those out of the way and not have that be a factor. I'm running Assassin Pro. You know, for any class where I want to stay alive for an extended period of time, Assassin Pro is going to be a major perk for me. You know, I will run Blast Shield at times if I'm running my objective class. And Hardline is one of the things that I like to run a lot in combination with Recon, so I can easily build up kill streaks. But for classes where I want to go like AC-130, I'm definitely going to go with the Assassin. And then Dead Silence. Dead Silence, I mean, it really does two things for you, even in the non-pro version of it. It takes all of the audio from your footsteps just out of the equation. And then the only thing left is your enemy's footsteps, as well as the footsteps of your teammates. But when you're on a solo mission like I was, kind of watching the flank on B, then you don't have to worry about teammate footsteps. So anything you hear, you're good. Another thing is, if an enemy does spot you, or an enemy has an idea where you are, and you decide to move or scramble out of the pocket like Michael Vick or Tim Tebow, they can't hear which direction you're going. And this guy should have easily got me, but I used my cover to, you know, throw him off a little bit. And then I continue to flank around. They don't expect me to come right up to A, but I do, and since I get one kill, I actually push them back towards the cave, and I continue to get kills right now. So this is it. You know, there's nothing diabolical about it. There's nothing genius about it. It's just you want to have a team that's smart enough to know not to continue to push up towards the enemy flag. And I get the triple kill, baby, with the Predator. Dude, this game, you know, I was just on point. And right here, you know, it was the end of the game, so I just didn't want to die again. I wanted to keep, you know, a decent KD if I could. I wasn't thinking about it all game until now. But that's it. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. I think I end up 41-7, so I think that's a pretty good example of how to use the MK14. And look at the boy getting the kill cam. That's the guy I actually picked up, and I did friend him. So send me a friend request. All right, y'all. Peace.